Have you ever witnessed yourself eating back your words even though you aren't able to swallow them in order to appear less vulnerable? Or have you ever regretted opening too much in front of your loved ones, especially your partners? Every time you think of not opening up the next time, but eventually you do because that's your trait. If you are such a person, then you are a vulnerable person. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness and which can be taken advantage of by people. Vulnerable people are often at stake of getting emotional or physical attack. Being emotionally exposed and unknown to some extent is what it means to be vulnerable. Being open and willing to love and be loved comes with an emotional risk that must be accepted by the individual. And being the vulnerable one in a relationship can put you at stake of getting exploited. So, here's the million-dollar question. How do you stop being that one? First, do not draw direct relation between emotional support and relationships. We all go through bad days, and there are days when we feel very low. Maybe because of our family or friends. And we are in need of emotional support from someone on those days. Offering sincere support, reassurance, and compassion to others are ways that people demonstrate their emotional support. Verbal or physical display of sympathy or affection may also fall under this category. If you have someone on those days who you can rely upon, and just because of that you guys give your relationship a romantic angle, then you are going to be the vulnerable one in that relationship. Because they have seen you on your bad days, and maybe, just maybe, in future, you can be taken advantage of. Let your secrets be secrets. Number 2. You might be a person who overshares in the desire to make your counterpart feel more important. When people overshare, they frequently have a strong need to connect with someone. Caroline Cole, a marriage and family therapist, tells that loneliness and the urge to connect with others can also be major drivers amongst persons who tell all. Any successful relationship must have healthy boundaries. While it's crucial to recognize our differences as people and as partners, we must also question ourselves when disclosing too much about ourselves, and when privacy becomes secret keeping. Third, don't make them the oxygen to your life. You might find yourself in a situation when you're on the verge to losing your the one. This isn't something which is uncommon. Whether you have been together for 5 months or 5 years, breaking up isn't always an easy task. Life without your partner may be tough, but let me tell you, it is perfectly possible. You may feel that there is no purpose left and you cannot live without them. And all these fears surround you from all sides, compelling you to stop them, saying that you cannot live without them. This doesn't mean that loving them is wrong, but if your way of expressing your love is often showing them you can't breathe without their existence, then my friend, you are the vulnerable one. Number 4, do not go into a rebound. Getting into a relationship quickly after a breakup is often called a rebound. According to a relationship expert, jumping into a serious relationship after a breakup can have negative effects on you and the person you're dating. Right after a breakup, we often find people with their shoulders around us. But if you rely upon them and connect close ties with them at that weak point of yours and landing up in a relationship with them in no time, you put yourself at stake. You are most probably going to make them the source of your happiness and being way too much dependent on them. This is surely going to go against you in the future. Number 5. Do not build a world of just two humans. When you are in a relationship, it's easy to get comfortable and let your social life revolve around your partner. But even the strongest of relationships need a little break every now and then. Which is why it is very important to have friends outside of your relationship. It is crucial to socialize, both for your relationship as well as for your own self. If you deliberately build a world which has only two people, you are surely going to be the vulnerable one. Your partner becomes aware of this, which makes them feel and think that they are the only one you have and you're going to them in every other situation. On the contrary, if you have people outside of your relationship, it elevates this feeling. Alright, so that was pretty much it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please do not leave the channel before you like and subscribe, and thank you for helping our channel grow.